Good morning, beautiful. Ooh, that glow. This is all MAC right here. Today I thought it would be cool to attempt to try to film a follow me around / day in the life of a makeup artist. Let's try it again, folks. Well, today is actually an exciting day because I'm traveling into the city to assist at the Plaza Hotel, so I think that's just super cool and fun. So we have a bridal party today, so it's something different. It's 9:26. I've been packing my kit all morning, so my strategy when I pack my kit is to just dump everything on a table that was in other kits and then just pull from that and pack accordingly to the job. So my table right now is a hot mess. I am packing a luggage suitcase because when I travel into the city, I find it's easiest to travel with a luggage rather than, you know, my soft cases or something like that. All right, luggage is all packed. Now I just really want to get a cold brew from Starbucks. Cold brew sustains me through the day. Let's go do that. Oh yeah, Drew's driving me to the train station. Thank you, love.
Welcome, love.
Hi. Ooh, that's lighting. That highlight, I can't get over it. He's gonna drop me off and we're gonna get to Starbucks. So I'm gonna let this battery charge for a little bit so that I'm able to show you the day, and I'll check back in with you in a little bit. I got my Starbucks. Drew's dropping me off and then going home, making music. I love you, guys.
I love you.
I love. Okay, let's do this. To the 4th floor we go. I finally made it after some mishaps, but we are here. Just running to the bathroom before we begin. I'm so excited. I love this hotel, it's gorgeous. I got so lost coming in because years ago the entrance used to be on the other side as my memory serves me, but now that it says residents only, so I guess people who live here full time access that area. Kind of crazy. Imagine living here. That'd be amazing. Okay, let's go glam. It's 4:17. I just left. It's a very long day. I can't wait to be home. Home?
It felt inauthentic because I'm not home. I'm at Starbucks, but I'm off the train.
Are you guys vlogging?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, she does.
Oh my god, what is your YouTube channel? Can I write it down? I want to be a
Yes.
fan.
Yes.
Like everybody here is always like, you should start a podcast. I'm like, yeah.
Do
Oh
it.
my gosh, you so seem like the kind of person that would have an amazing podcast.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, like if the personality, the voice for it,
Oh my
I would
God.
listen to
Do
it.
it.
So much. Okay, but YouTube.com, I'm assuming.
Yes, and it's Who is Sam Rue?
Who is Sam Rue?
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yes. Hope you
Thank
enjoy.
you.
Have a great day.
You too.
You
Thank
too,
you.
thanks. Oh, she was so sweet.
So nice.
Oh my god.
I also don't know what to say when people say, "Are you a YouTuber?" I'm like, I'm like, sometimes. Sometimes I'm a painter. Sometimes I'm a poet. Sometimes I'm a whatever. But
She's a poet
We're-
and she don't even know it.
we're always Sam
Check
Rue
out-
artists. Anyway, we got a soy frappuccino
You have to
happening.
post your poem that you wrote today. So good.
I forgot to say cream based. That's why it tastes like coffee. Still good.
Yeah.
Anyway, Drew's gonna try a cake pop for the first time.
I've never had one.
Here you go.
Tastes like cake batter. This is literally sugar cookie dough. That's what this is. I do like it.
Would you get again?
Yes. It's not gonna look very long. Let's talk about self-esteem.
Let's talk about self-esteem.
Let's talk about self-esteem. Let's talk about you and me.
Shout out to that girl who took our Starbucks order. She was so authentically herself, and it was so inspiring to me. Let's go answer some questions for this makeup artist Q&A.
See you later.
Welcome to my bathroom. Thanks for joining me. I'm on a sugar high from the cake pop. I thought today would be a great day to answer some questions that I have been asked. I can't say asked. Braces problems. Questions that have been put into my questions box on Instagram. Not only that, I'm going to be answering some frequently asked questions. These questions are makeup artist or makeup related, not so much personal Q&A. If you want me to do a personal get to know me type of Q&A, let me know, leave me a comment. I wrote down some frequently asked questions that I get on the daily from clients or peers that I work with. So let's begin. If you're a makeup artist, you probably get this question a lot. And this question is, how long have you been doing makeup? It's the most famous question. It's the most frequently asked question. Anytime I get that question, I'll just be like, honestly, it's my first week. I think it's kind of funny. I started doing makeup when I was 17 years old. I wasn't professional. The first time I did somebody else's makeup, I was 17, and it was for, actually it might have been 16, but it was for junior prom. That was the first time I ever did faces, and then same thing for actual prom, and then from there just started doing it. I was self-taught. Professionally, when I actually started interning, it was 2012, so about 7 years professionally and 8 or 9 non-professionally. I've been playing with makeup brushes for 9 years now, which is crazy to me how time flies. My second top asked question in real life is, how did you get into makeup? My journey began, like I said, when I was 16. I discovered makeup through YouTube. I always had a fascination with why celebrities look different than the average person. Since I was younger, I was obsessed with magazines. I've always been a painter my entire life. That was the area I just naturally excelled at growing up. When I discovered makeup, I think I was actually searching for IMAX, and I discovered Blair Fowler's video. It was a MAC eyeshadow tutorial. So then I just went down a loophole. I found Makeup by Tiffany D, Petrolud. I just saw a palette being held up for the first time, and it just reminded me of paint. It totally opened my eyes to this new world. This was years ago, and I was fascinated with watching them. My mind was blown. When I become open to something that really shakes me as a person, I become a little obsessed with that. And I love researching, I love knowing everything about it, I love learning, I love being all consumed with that thing. And for me, it was just everything. It was a new avenue to explore, a new avenue to create. At that time, going to makeup school was not cool. It kind of was looked down upon. Makeup artist was not a real job. But I just remember knowing if I'm gonna do this, I'm going to do this. From then on, clipped magazines, I made collages, I went to the library, I bought every single book, and I just taught myself. From then on, I went to photography school, got linked with a bridal makeup artist, interned, worked my way up, and then just started working ever since. That's a short version of that, but that's how I got into it. The third most frequently asked question that I get is, did I go to makeup school? I did go to makeup school. I invested 6 months of education at Makeup Forever Academy in Soho, New York. It was the best experience of my life. I still want to enroll in that program again because overall the experience was everything I could have wanted out of a school. It was challenging, it was informative, it was hands-on, it was artistic, it was expressive, it was creative, it was disciplined, it was everything I wanted out of a school. If you're looking into a makeup academy, definitely look into Makeup Forever. Next question, what products do you use? This is another question that a lot of clients ask. I use a vast variety of products. I like quality products. Anything that you find in Sephora that performs, I'm gonna be using it. What is your favorite brand? What do you guys think? I've said this since I've started makeup. It's so hard for me to pinpoint a brand that has everything all together. There's a Holy Grail product from that brand, Holy Grail product from this brand. I like eyeshadows from that brand. I like primers from that brand. So, but if I had to choose, it's Makeup Forever. Oh my god, not sponsored. I just love Makeup Forever. I don't know, it just like hits my soul. But I love their products too. I think if I had a whole kit of Makeup Forever, I could give my client what they wanted. I could do the type of makeup I want to. It would deliver in the way I would love. And also MAC. I think MAC I could do that with as well. So those are like my frequently asked questions on the job. Let's get into my Insta story questions. First question, how the heck do you contour? I'm so lost. Okay, contouring is just emphasizing your cheekbone. It's pushing the hollow of your cheek back so that it appears slimmer. It's adding dimension to your face. I believe you should contour each face differently according to the shape of the face. That's another thing that contouring does. It shapes the face. Just think of the word contour out of context of makeup. The contours of her body, the contours of the wall. It's where things are pushing back and smoothing under, and the areas that are shadowing, if you follow what I'm saying. I feel like the toughest part that people have when it comes to contouring is placement and blending. Perhaps I will film a video on how to contour soon. Let me know. Any tips for a makeup artist just starting out? How to gain confidence? Learn as much as you can. Stay sanitary. Keep practicing on people's faces. These are things that really helped me gain confidence, was just doing it and getting better and practicing. You gain more confidence as you are more familiar with your products, as you know that you can deliver in the way that you want to, and the way you do that is through educating yourself, practicing, and just getting better. In regards to learning, you could enroll in a makeup school, you could intern for a company, you could start at a salon. Most importantly, just keep practicing and know that you are incredibly capable of being a makeup artist and that other people are doing it, so why not you? Makeup recommendations for sensitive skin. Don't want to break out. I work with all skin types, and usually every single person seems to do well with Makeup Forever. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to bring them up again, but Makeup Forever HD foundation, try that. This is what's hard, is like every skin is different. The person next to you could have sensitive skin. They could have a foundation that will work for them. I think the most important thing for you is you could find a brand that is very natural, organic. It depends on how sensitive your skin is. It's gonna be testing out a few brands, getting a few samples from Sephora and trying them on. Don't sleep with your makeup on, and clean your brushes daily. This will really help if you have sensitive skin. How do you get rid of acne scars or red spots? Okay, so I'm not an esthetician, so I just want you to take what I'm about to say as an opinion. I really think you should invest in facials. Look into a dermatologist / med spa where they carry medical grade products to get rid of acne scars. Think about a scar anywhere else. You need the proper medicine to heal it. It's gonna be a prescription product most of the time. So just look into that, as well as look into facial treatments. That would be my best option for you. It's gonna be a little bit expensive, but it's so worth it. And I know how important confidence is in regards to skin, so that would be my recommendation for you. But also know that you're beautiful with your scars. How did you become a makeup artist? I just kept doing it. Kept asking people if I could do their faces. I interned for a makeup artist, and then I just kept taking jobs from there. Has there ever come a time where you're doing someone's makeup and you struggle to make it look good? Absolutely. Every skin is different. It happens all the time where I'll apply the same exact makeup, the same exact technique, on the same exact day with the same exact brush, and it will not sit the same on somebody else's skin. So it's just knowing your product and how to use it, how to manipulate the product to work according to everybody's skin's needs, and asking a lot of questions. That's how I avoid struggling. That's not the word I want to use, but it's like, do you ever struggle to do someone's makeup? Have you ever worked with someone who just hated every look you tried on them? Oh, honestly, no. See, the thing is, I ask a lot of questions in the beginning, so we kind of collaboratively come up with a look together. It's like an interview consultation sort of thing. The goal is to give them what they requested. So I have never had somebody absolutely hate anything at the end. Like, we always will do adjustments. I have had people who just simply don't know what they want. they tell you something and then you do it and then they're like, this ain't it, sis. And I'm like, okay, well, we did the natural like you said, we did the this like you said, and then they're like, yeah, I know, I think I was wrong. And I'm like, okay, cool. The end result is always to make the person happy. How did you become a makeup artist? Oh, again, I just decided. How do you ensure cleanliness between clients with products? Love this question. It's super important to be sanitary. You don't want to like double dip your products. You don't want to not clean your brushes in between. Oh, I have my brush cleaner right here actually. This is the #1 brush cleaner I would recommend, even if you are at home and you need to spot clean your brushes. It's the Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleaner. It kills the bacteria, it takes the makeup out of the brush. Another thing for sponges, this is what I'll bring on jobs to clean in between, the Liquid Beauty Blender Cleanser, as well as 99% alcohol. You spray it, you sanitize, and everything's good to go. Another thing I do is when I get home, I will deep clean my brushes, I'll spray things with alcohol, and that's how you sanitize. How do I make my foundation look natural? In my opinion, the most important way to make your foundation look natural is blending. Blending is such a huge factor in making your skin look natural, really taking the time to push the product into the skin. But I find like formula is so important. It's so heavily advertised and in people's faces to get this full coverage look, and then people want to make that look natural. You gotta pull back on the coverage. So a lightweight foundation like Water Blend from Makeup Forever. Oh my god, I'm a walking Makeup Forever head. But seriously, a more sheer foundation will help make your makeup look more natural. And then how you apply it and make sure that ish matches. How to make your foundation last all day when you're sweaty. So a great primer is good. Airbrush makeup lasts way longer than traditional foundation. If you are sweaty, also look into stage makeup for performance, for high performance. Scott Barnes, who is JLo's makeup artist, he uses Milk of Magnesia as the primer that is supposed to combat with sweat. That's something to look into. And then it's all about how you set your makeup with the powders. So that's why people bake. Baking is a great technique for sweat-proof makeup. Also, I know a lot of performers use stick foundations because they are wax-based and they last way longer. Or you can just go with the airbrush, which typically is alcohol or silicone based, but it dries when it hits the skin. What college did you go to? I went to community college for photography and then Makeup Forever Academy, and then I just attend a million seminars and workshops for makeup. What is your biggest makeup tip for clients? I don't know if this is a makeup tip, but it correlates with makeup, which would be invest in your skincare and take care of your skin, because your makeup is gonna look completely different when you do so. When you cater to your skin's needs, your makeup's gonna look fabulous. Also, when it comes to makeup, like, have fun. Have fun and don't stress, and you're beautiful without it, okay? Great. Should you ask what her prices are for bridal party and what works in your budget? I don't think this gave enough text for you to write this question. I'm gonna assume that you're asking if you're a bride and you're looking for a makeup artist, should you ask her prices? From what I gather, I think you're asking about pricing. Typically, a makeup artist will have their pricing set in stone already. All you have to do is send an email or a text inquiring about their packages and rates. And it's definitely somewhere where you're going to shop around for what's in your budget. In my opinion and in my experience, I don't think you should haggle makeup artists. Usually their rate is set in stone for what they're offering you. There's gonna be a good fluctuation in those pricing, and I guarantee you're gonna get a different experience for each price point. So, something to look into. What is the best way to find your foundation color? Swatch in daylight. I know how you're supposed to do that at a makeup counter or in Sephora, so my best recommendation is to get 3 samples or 3 pumps of foundation on your hand or on your neck and go outside and then go back into the store. I know it sounds like a lot, but you're gonna thank me later, because I think that is way less time than buying the foundation, going home, realizing it's orange, realizing it's too dark, and then having to go back to the store, return it, and get another foundation just to realize that one's too light. So just trust me, girl, okay? Also, when you're swatching your foundation, Everybody says, do your neck, do your chin, do your whatever. I think right here is the best because you could see if it's about to blend into the neck. You could see if it's gonna blend into your face. You could blend down the neck. Like, I think right here is a good area. And yeah, start light, medium, dark, see which one blends. And undertones are important, to know your undertones. What is a great powder without flashback? There are so many good powders that don't have flashback. Cover FX is really good. Laura Mercier, Dermablend. I don't know what. Is anyone else with me? Like, how concerned are you about flashback? If you're getting flash photography, you obviously don't want that silica like whiteness, but you're gonna always be a little white in the face from a flash that's like super harsh. Light makes you light, so just buy your favorite powder. Don't worry about it. Sorry if that doesn't help. This is what you should focus on. The one powder that you shouldn't bake with is silica powder, like HD powder. Don't buy that and bake with it. Also, to avoid a flashback, you could basically use absolutely any powder and just not bake it. Just use it as like a dust of setting powder. Cool. What is the hardest thing about being a makeup artist? Keeping up with emails. It sounds so like, life is hard. Emails, but truly I'm on location so much and I like adding pretty banners and stuff, so keeping up with emails is definitely more of a challenging task. Secondly would be traveling. Like today, one of the hardest tasks was getting my luggage up and down the subway. Another challenging aspect is how expensive makeup is. I have oily skin, but the second I put foundation on my skin, it dries up. I moisturize. Help. One, let me ask you, how is your skincare routine right now? Do you use a moisturizer to combat oil? Is it water-based? Are we cleansing, toning, and moisturizing? My second question is, do you have a oil control primer? My third question is your makeup silicone-based? With that information, what I would recommend for you is get a silicone-based foundation. I find silicone-based products work really well on oily skin. Also, put your oil-based primer just on the areas you get oily, not on the areas you don't. And I feel like a lot of times oily skin girls, they buy products that are catered towards mattifying, which is great. I just find that matte foundations tend to be thicker. So try a foundation with a more sheer coverage and build it. I'm gonna throw in Makeup Forever again. You're gonna kill me, but Makeup Forever Water Blend. Makeup Forever Matte Velvet is great too, where it's not too drying, but it still has a mattifying consistency, and Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Powder. How do you clear your mind of any negative you may be feeling before a trial? Before any makeup application, I always, not necessarily meditate, but just prime my mind. I mean, you've seen this in my vlogs. It's just getting myself to a beautiful state where I'm not focusing on anything but what I can give to this person that I'm about to serve, because those moments are absolutely precious to that time. And I think a lot of makeup artists don't realize how that 1 hour can truly impact somebody's life, especially on the most pivotal days of their lives, such as a wedding. The morning of the wedding like sets the tone. I'm not trying to bring in anything other than my best self, my positive mindset. A lot of times women are getting their makeup done for an event, a special occasion, something, a business meeting, something where it's an important day. With that, there can be a lot of stress. My biggest goal is to always embody somebody who is a positive light in the room. That on top of using my talents to help evoke the inner beauty of my client, that's all I could do. So it's so important for me to leave the negativity in the car. So how do I do that? To answer the question, I listen to really great music, I say a prayer, I focus on what I could be grateful for in that moment. I literally just leave it in the car. As simple as that. This is the last question that I'm going to answer for this video. If you have any more questions, you can absolutely ask me some more. Maybe I'll do a part 2 or another video like this. The last question is, how do you aim for a specific type of clientele? I love this question because it's something I struggled with for a little bit. The biggest thing is to put out the work that you want to attract. If you want to do brides, you need to be putting out lots and lots of brides, and these brides can be your friends. Put them in a white shirt, put them in your chair, do their makeup, post it on Instagram, and rinse and repeat, and I promise you, you will get that specific clientele. Another avenue that I can recommend is to advertise towards the specific market that you want to get clients, and also network. Join those Facebook groups, go to those networking events. Depending on what avenue you're trying to go to, know that the opportunity is there and available for you. It's just ask yourself some better questions. How can I connect with like-minded souls? How can I get more bridal clients? And then keep going from there. It is possible. This is such a strong market right now, and it's so cliche, but you can do anything that you set your mind to, and I believe in you. That's my 2 cents for the day. I'm falling down from my sugar high as I finish this Frappuccino. I hope you learned something new today. I hope you enjoyed this question and answer video. I hope you got inspired. And other than that, I'll see you in the next video.
Who is Sam Rue?